What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the show, I am your host, Rashid White, my boy Barrett Burrell, co-host.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
All right. Let's get into it. Kendrick Perkins. I don't know how this man even has a job as a basketball analyst, but he's actually throwing out a wild idea out there for LeBron James to force a way out of the Los Angeles Lakers. It looks like a real shit show over there. Westbrook is like, I don't know, man. Words can't describe how bad this man really is. And you seen him in the Phoenix game. Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
He's not. I keep trying to tell people about Anthony Davis over here, man.
No, that's you. That's your hang up.
And you gotta push buttons with this man just to get him to go. He's not wired like a superstar where it's about the rings and keeping himself in peak conditioning. But I don't know. It seems like a really good idea in a sense, though, man. If you can actually keep the current roster in Cleveland intact. Now, if let's say the Lakers wants to actually trade LeBron for Garland and Colin Sexton, they need guards. It's a guard-driven league. I would take that deal right there, man. Absolutely. Barrett, take us off on this, man.
Well, first of all, let's look at the big thing, money. Let's talk about money first and foremost, because nothing gets done without money. The only player on that team right now that's fully capped on the Cleveland Cavaliers is Kevin Love, who, by chance, that was a player that LeBron kind of coaxed to come to Cleveland when they were trying to make their championship run then. So he's still there, but then he's the only one that's really capped out over there. Cleveland Cavaliers don't have much financial space. LeBron's making $42 million over the next 2 years. That's going to put them over the threshold. So financially, this doesn't even look good. Now, let's go into the concept about whether or not this whole works out. You hit the hammer on the nail just now. If you're able to maintain this squad and add LeBron, then you got a team. But you and I know both in reality that's not going to happen. This is random thoughts by Kendrick Perkins. Not a very smart random thought, by the way, but this is random thought. Okay? This is not going to happen. And why would he want to go back to Cleveland for the third time? Why would they take him back a third time? Has he shown any bit of a personality? I'm going to be here for the long haul? Has he shown consistency and continuity? Hell no. So why would I take him back?
LeBron James is like the good Reverend Al Sharpton. He's an opportunist, man. You know?
Yeah, but all the big things. See, this is the thing, too. Kendrick's supposed to be so close to LeBron, right? You should know that all his businesses, along with Westbrook, of course, because Westbrook, they got about 7 car dealerships out there in L.A. You out in L.A. to finish off things. You out in L.A. because when you retire, you have the movie business going on. You have all the other businesses going on. Why in the world would he want to go back to Cleveland? That's not even smart business. Because what, Cleveland is showing continuity now? That team is doing what they're doing because they rely on one another. You bring LeBron over there, then they kind of regress and say, okay, we'll let him create. Look what's happening in L.A. right now. AD's out because he has an MCL sprain. All right? Westbrook is inconsistency. Come on.
Like I said, what's his name? Perkins is actually just thinking one-dimensionally here. And here's his take over here. Oh, boy. The Lakers aren't doing great this season, but it's hard to imagine James jumping ship and going to play for the Cavs again. However, anything is truly possible. Cleveland possesses a promising young core consisting of Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, and injured Colin Sexton among all right, listen, it's a good group, okay? And everybody, I know Jared Allen's actually playing well, but you cannot play Jared Allen in the fourth quarter. You ain't winning the championship with Jared Allen. The games are going to come down to the wire. They will put him on the free throw line, and he cannot make free throws. He's not a good, especially in, let's say, in a final situation.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. You're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got something about that.
So, I mean, I don't know what Kendrick Perkins is actually thinking. I mean, Darius Garland, I like him. I like him as a player. Again, I think it's his first or second year, I believe. I got to look at how many years he's been in the league. But LeBron likes veteran players, man. He really does. He doesn't like, young guys.
Well, when he had Kyrie on his team, Kyrie was in his third year.
Well,
Kyrie was young.
Kyrie was a different animal.
Okay, but he was still young and inexperienced. But, so yeah, to that thought process, that's not all. Listen, there's an article. What the paragraph says is the Lakers would never willingly trade James, but if things keep trending south for LA, while the Cavaliers keep ascending, that's the word I love to use, with the talented youngsters of Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Isaac Okoro on the roster, among others, who knows, James might start changing his thinking. Hey, look, he has done that in the past. He has said that, okay, I'm here, now I'm going to go there. I just don't see it happening because Cleveland is financially strapped, number one. That's the number one thing. They would have to get rid of players and clear cap space to fit LeBron in.
Yeah,
all right, that's number one.
You have to gut the team. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, what's the purpose of going back over there? This team is playing well without him.
Listen, now let me ask you something, Barrett. I know LeBron has a lot of cachet. Would you just make this trade for Darius Garland and Colin Sexton? I know he's no. For the very reason why I just told you, I believe in. Listen, how many teams in the NBA? Let me ask you a question. How many teams in the NBA right now are starting young and fresh and starting to ascend? Not that many teams. Cleveland's one of them. So then you want to interrupt that by bringing a superstar in who's what, on his last tier, who has not been consistently playing because now he's starting to break down? I mean, the Eastern Conference is not easy no more. It's gotten tougher. Yeah. Okay? All right? Let's be the two top teams are Brooklyn and Milwaukee there. And let's say if you was to somehow add LeBron to this nucleus over here, you're still not beating those two teams.
No.
With you know, and I mean, I don't know. It's the Lakers, and even like with Westbrook. I mean, you're stuck with him. He has like $90-something million left on his deal. And LeBron got nobody to blame but himself. I believe his fingerprints are all over this roster construction.
Yeah, and I blame Kalinka and I blame Jeannie Buss too for giving him that much autonomy to go in there and say, you know what, we're going to let LeBron do all the wheeling and dealing and let everybody come over there for what? For him to get up and go 2-3 years later? He did it in Cleveland to Miami. He did it from Miami to Cleveland. All right, and he went from Cleveland to LA. It's a consistency. And he's supposed to go back to Cleveland again? Please, come on, man.
I agree with I forgot who said, was it Barkley, I believe? This team is going to be a borderline, if not, they're lucky the West isn't really that good. I mean, Denver's struggling. I mean, other than that, they make the playoffs.
For now, these teams are struggling for now. Western Conference is good. It's good. It's not bad in the East right now, but it's good. But see, here's the one thing I want to also point out before you get to. I'm going to interrupt you. Think about this game as a game of chess. When LeBron does retire, where is your team going to look like? What is your team going to look like from top to bottom when he retires? Are you going to go backwards now and got to spend 3 or 4 more years trying to get back to where you were before you got him? There's so many things you got to consider before you make a trade like this, if at all.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's just and you know, the Lakers got to look at the roster over here. And THT, you know, Taylor Horton Tucker has been playing really bad. You know, he was the one untouchable.
I'm a little disappointed. I said he's supposed to be that shooter.
He cannot hit threes. He can't. If there was 15 oceans around the world, he couldn't hit any of them.
Couldn't hit a barn. He couldn't hit a barn, dude. He couldn't even hit a barn. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't hit you standing 5 feet in front of him. All right, that's how bad he shoots.
I think he looks good in practice, and there's a lot of good practice players out there. But when it comes to the moment, the crowd, you know, maybe it's just too big for THT.
Maybe, but this team is not looking very good. And you know how we talk, man. Even 10 years ago, when we really started kicking in about basketball, I always said one thing. What's always been my motto when you judging teams? Let's see where we are after what? The All-Star break.
Well, I would say 25 games.
Oh, sure.
25 games, teams really kind of start showing themselves. I've seen it. I've been watching this league for a long time. Teams would get off to great starts. 25 games.
And then teams will start struggling after those great starts, too. We need to see who is strongest after the All-Star break moving forward. That's what I always notice. But, you know, listen, basketball is funny in that sense because teams can start with the Suns. And you look at what the Suns are doing. You look at what Brooklyn's doing without certain players. These teams are doing what they're doing now. But when they're fully healthy, then we'll see what they're really all about. And that's when you start saying, okay, when is that going to be? I don't know, with COVID-19 being where it is, and of course the injuries and things of that nature, them suspending games. And they already suspended the net game today, I believe. They already suspended that game moving forward.
They don't have enough players. Yeah.
So, you know, this is where we are. Let's see who we are after the All-Star break. You know,
Yeah,
going from there.
and LeBron, I mean, I know he's heavy, likes veterans, but you need these young players to actually play hard and to get you through these regular season games. And you look at Kevin Durant. I mean, he's taking the young guys. I mean, he won with against Toronto with 4 rookies, and you see him directing them, encouraging them, high-fiving them. And if the rookies do make a mistake, he's not, oh man, putting his head down. He's like, hey, no problem. Listen, we're gonna get with it. We're gonna get. That's real leadership right there. Real leadership right there.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's not. LeBron something else. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. No, I'm just saying. I'm just want to point out to the audience there what true leadership is and how the roster construction over here, we're not having any young guys to help get you through. So the young players that actually get you through the regular season. Then you get the vets that actually goes into the to help you in the playoffs. And for LeBron to actually just totally dismiss young players, like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with them. And I know they make mistakes, but damn, they play hard and they can actually get you through a lot of games. Just by playing hard, you could be in a lot of games. It doesn't mean you're going to win, but you'll be in a lot of games.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'll say this last thing. The Laker land right now, starting from the top on the bottom, they're still waiting to see what this team's going to be. I don't know how long they're going to wait. I don't know when they're going to reach a point where they're going to say, okay, you know what? We're not going to do better than what we are. This is who we're going to be moving forward. Then you're going to start seeing Lakers make moves. But if they start putting like a 4 or 5 game winning streak here and there, moving down the road, down the stretch, then they'll go to the playoffs with this team. But right now, I don't know where this team's going right now. So we shall see.
All right. We'll wrap this video up. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. Smash that like button. A lot of guys watch it. Smash the like button. Help this show grow.
We appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Share, the universe certainly shares back with you.
Certainly will. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.